Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in to check out your boy, P-Funk Thinking, right out here in my lab in the wee hours in the morning where I do what I do for you. I got a nice lesson for you. I'm going to tell you about P-Funk's philosophy. Now, I ain't talking about it. I'm going to be about it. I'm a philosopher. So I'm going to talk about what it is that I see that I need to talk about on a day-to-day basis. Let's go. Rightism, 25 rule to live by. Storytelling, story with a message. There's a message in my stories for life. I give you life lessons. You tune in and receive them. I appreciate you. We got a good thing going. Let's do what we do. Right thinking mission is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right thinking way of life through mental and spiritual discipline, practice daily, will help and guide you to obtain your goal of reaching spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. My mission that all right thinkers know thyself. If you're a right thinker, your goal is to know thyself. See where we're going with this. Let's get that together. So I ask the question, do you know you? You will when I'm through. Yeah, that's what I do. It's rhetorical. But if you don't have the answer for yourself, tune in. I got you. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple, but you can teach them. That's why I do what I do for you. I appreciate you too. Stay tuned. I got more for you. A person who knows not and believes and think that they know is dangerous. Avoid them. I do. A person who knows but knows not that they know is spiritually asleep. I can awaken them. I'm your spiritual alarm clock here to wake you up with knowledge of self. That's what I do for you. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers, know thyself and too. My God, be true. Right thinkers. For the new year, again, I'm getting my philosophy now. I'm a philosopher. Okay, so P Funk's philosophy says stop trying or worry about the world and save yourself. Fix yourself, so to speak. Do you. This lesson is for those people who do everything but themselves. Know everything about everything and what except themselves. So if this is you, don't get offended with me. Don't get mad at me. I'm just bringing you the truth. On the back, come out. Bye bye. I'm bringing you the truth. If it hitting you, deal with it. I don't care. I just shoot. Let's go. For all my, I guess, non-right thinkers, stop trying to save the world. That ain't your job, okay? Or anyone else. Start with saving yourself. Everybody waiting for Jesus or Christ to come back to save you. He ain't coming back. Save yourself. Become your own what? Savior. I had one. I am one in name, but that's no lesson. All right. But when you can save you, you can help the world. If you try to save the world or help the world and ain't got you together, you just wasting your time. You pissing in the wind or pissing in the ocean, adding more water. Really? Don't need it. It's useless. Moving on. But in life, not just life don't just happen. Things don't just happen. No coincidence. No. You are the director of your ship. Your karma from your prior lives is in the mix. So you are in control of everything you do, be it good or bad. It's still you're responsible. At Judgment Day, it's you. Okay. So if you ain't together, if your heart ain't in the right place, or they say your house ain't in order, at Judgment Day, you will fail the test. There's a test at Judgment Day for every human being who lives. Did you know that? Oh, you're just gonna die and that's it. See, ignorance lead a lot of us. And we got 85% of the public ignorant. We can't make change. We can't change a damn thing but ourselves. And all the ignorant people are going to be doing the same ignorant stuff. Why? Because we ain't changing them. We got to start with ourselves first. I'm reaching out now because I got mine. I'm just trying to help somebody get theirs. Moving on. That's the concept of a teacher. That's my philosophy. Again, as a master of self, the work that I put in to reach this level, I can now, teach it to someone else. If I didn't have it, how can I teach it? Or you got some people who doing that and don't know jack about nothing, but they run up at the gym. I heard one guy talking about, I told him to the guy to see a video, and I thought I'm going to get some lessons. He talking crap. That same video he talking about, okay, I got 4,200 of them. The one he talked about last week, well, I got 1,000 views for that video. But your opinion is, well, it wasn't crap. You talking nonsense. I appreciate the view, like I told you, but keep it to yourself from now on. I'm not going to be nice. Again, told you that lesson too. If not, pay attention. I'll show you. My goal in life is to just enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate. All those I can. That's it. I ain't got no, just that. And I do it on a day-to-day basis. Help those who want it, leave those who don't alone. It don't affect me one way or another. I do what I do for you. So what you think feel about what I do, keep to yourself. Why? It don't mean nothing to me. If it's good, I appreciate it. But if it's bad, you can keep that to yourself. I don't want bad news. I don't want bad news. I don't give you bad lessons. Try not to be. But I guess your opinion, I do. But again, we all entitled to an opinion. But like armpits and buttholes, sometimes they stink. Let's go. Yours do. Again, my goal is just to teach, enlighten those I can. That's it. I have no hidden agenda. I have no ego. How many views I would get? No. I'm just doing my thing. Moving on. I'm way past that. And what I'm saying, I see a lot of people, and I'm hearing a lot of people with all the answers for everybody else's problems, but their own. Your house ain't in order, but you can trust somebody how to run their house. Your life is in shambles, but you can trust somebody how to live, give life advice. Shut up and get your own stuff together. I didn't say a word until I got all my stuff, my ducks lined up in a row. So when I present myself, I'm going to keep going. I haven't stopped since. Oh, I got to rethink this. No, none of that. This is all on autopilot now. I'm just doing. Let's go. And I'm seeing people solving everyone else's life problems. I'm listening to people give advice. And I'm saying, why would you? I had to refrain. Remember, wisdom ain't just what you say. The wisdom shows when not to say anything. Sometimes that's the best thing. And I had to learn that one again in life the hard way. And it drives me crazy when people giving advice that they don't use, okay? And they're never solving their own problems, but they're willing to help somebody else. They want to give advice. They want to counsel third. Golly, that just drives me crazy. I'm a socialist, psychiatrist, a therapist, a counselor. I got all of those techniques and styles so I can help you. Why? I know what I'm doing. That's all. So, but what I'm seeing advice givers about life who ain't following their own advice. That drives me crazy. That's like me teaching you right thinking, but ain't living it. Makes no sense and don't look good. That's the optic that all y'all supposed to be religious people, Muslim, Christian, Jew. When y'all just perpetrating fraud, you become a hypocrite. And people can see that. They can see the words don't match the action. I tell you, they lying. Simple as that. If you claim to be all holy than thou, but you're doing all bad stuff, you lying. Simple as that. Moving on. And you ain't got to argue with them. You ain't got to show them out. You ain't got to call them out. Just understand, I ain't listening to you, okay? Anybody in 25 that I didn't, I ain't gonna deal with them in 26. Simple. Why would I? That makes no sense. It's like keep beating your head up against the wall and think the wall gonna give. No, your head gonna give. So you should at least for yourself, have yourself together before you try and help others get theirs together. Did that make sense? Everything I tell you, I've experienced, done, or know. Nothing I tell you I haven't experienced for myself. I don't do myths. I don't do stories. I do real life. That's I call it life lessons. Minds. Excuse me. Symbolism and subliminal messaging has been around since forever. That's why I can talk to my Mason brothers. I can talk to my right thinkers. I can talk to anybody who I want to talk to on the level because I know the language. I can speak it. I only speak one language, English, okay? But in that form, no, just one. All right. But what I'm saying is, y'all just got to, Jesus Christ. If more people worked and took care of them, it'd be a lot less drama going on. And that gossip is unbelievable. Man, that gossip thing, y'all done took that to another level. Y'all done took gossip to social media. Y'all use social media to talk about your life, your family problems, your issues. What the hell? Live your own. Get off. No, I can't tell them what to do. I'm off Facebook. That thing is not a good place to be. All right, moving on. I thought that great things to slice bread. Moving on. Again, you should at least have you together. I knew a respected lawyer I used to work out with. Love her. Smart as sharp as a tack when it comes to law and everything except what? Herself. She said, I've been doing this for 40 years. And I respect how the people life she helped change. I hear all the story, yeah. But when I get personal, she gets agitated because I'm hitting the nerve. Okay, she didn't foresee taking care of her. She foresee getting the passing the bar, getting the law, help the young lady. I love all that. That's admirable respect. But you don't have a clue about you. That freaked me out. Okay, again, those kind of people go through life and take care of everything or everybody but themselves. My rule, my philosophy said, know thyself. You need to do you first. Before I can do anything for you, I got to do me. And again, when I sold the drug, before I sold them, I checked them out. I sampled them. So I'm not going to give you something that I'm not doing. Even back then, I had the same philosophy. Okay, moving on. That took me through life. Now, at her, okay, at her profession, she was tough, good, respected. But if you get personal, she fall way short. I know a lot of people. I know a lot of, and I love their intellect. But they don't have nothing here, no self. And that judgment day, that's what's gonna hurt them. All your accolades, I tell you, no matter what awards you get, achievements you make, that ain't gonna do a damn thing for your judgment day. But how you live and what you did will save your life. One more already did. Yep, you're gonna die twice if you didn't live right. Hello? That's my man Sadi Group. Hello? All right. I just laugh. I giggle at all those people who I see point out everybody else's flaws. Everybody can say, man, you got that, and she got that. You can see all of those things and all those people, but you won't look in the mirror and see your flaws. Don't worry, they'll tell you about it, but you're going to argue with them because you don't see them, but they do. But you can tell them about theirs. Why you think they're going to argue because they don't see what you see in them? Hope that makes sense. But y'all ignorant and ignorant is gonna get multiplied to more ignorance. Okay, so you got two ignorant people who don't know each other. Oh, that ain't gonna go well. You can't have an intelligent conversation with one intelligent person. It takes two. Just like to make love, just like to make life, it takes two. So understand that. And we all see other people. And that's fine, that's what you get the eyes for. But that internal eye, my eye, see my flaws is I work on them myself. I don't need nobody telling me constructive criticism. I remember going to school. In grammar school, you had people who had the right side of the report card, the left side you got the grades. The right side was satisfactory, unsatisfactory. If you didn't work well with others, didn't finish project, those are all things that was personal. That was up to you. And if I came home with a U on that side, I got a whooping. No, a grade in school. That's how serious education was when I was coming up. Now, Mrs. School, nobody care about school. Why? Because the education system sucked. First of all, I know that, but we didn't know that then. But they was indoctrinating you. They're not teaching you. Memorize this. Learn this. This. We get, what about, not just learn this. See, that's a different mindset. But the people who learn that and don't learn themselves think that they're doing something. They know something. They got achievements and awards. Yeah, but you don't know you. And your biggest achievement in life should be the one that you know who the hell you are. Not, I got a big job, I got a good job, I've been doing this, man. Man, that don't mean a damn thing. How you live, how you treat people. You worship God, you show him some respect. All those are things that you can do personally. That's why it's yours. And judgment day, that's what you're going to be judged on. And guess who's judging? You. Who know you better than you? I observe, not judge. I just observe. Again, I can observe and I can see. But I can talk about what I see. I can speak on what I'm saying. I'm not doing no acquisition. I guess I'm speaking about people that I know. I'm not making something up. No, I'm speaking from experience, people who I actually engage with, who I'm saying, Jesus Christ. Yeah, so they'll never know because they don't watch my show anyway. So don't worry about them. But my point is, there are people who do a whole bunch of good stuff. Admirable, respectable. But the one thing they tend to forget themselves. You can't engulf yourself with everything other than yourself and think it's going to be good in the end. It won't. Everybody's a benefit. Yeah, oh, that's fine. Good. What about you? You be a loser. Okay? When you don't know you ain't living and doing things you need to do for you. What the hell you doing? I'm taking care of everybody. I'm saving the world. I'm helping everybody. Oh, you going out ass backwards, my man, or my sister, whoever you are. Everybody is a shrink. psychiatrists, sociologists. Everybody can tell everybody about their problem. Everybody can have a seat. They can have a seat on the couch and they can listen to them and they can shrink you or therapy, whatever. But they need it themselves. They the one need to be on the couch. You don't need to be in the chair. No. You need to be there because you need somebody to help you. But they don't see it that way. That's my issue right there. Their eyes only see outward. And since their third eye ain't open, they don't see themselves. The mirror don't even help them. I like that picture right there. This is what my young people should see. That right there, that's the Pharaoh. You see him? Just like me. Hood, cap, regular dude. Just like me. Stand on books. Stand on principle. Stand on logic, reason. Not a bunch of emotional, superstitious nonsense. And look what happened. You can dream big and see yourself who you really are in your inside. He's seeing his inside self. His internal eye, third eye, shows him that. That's a projection he got of himself. Y'all don't have a clue what that means. Because my third eye ain't open. Some of them calcified, but that's the idea. To be able to look into oneself, your own soul, you got to see that. Everybody who gives the best advice who in life is what? Why? They give the best advice. They giving advice from experience. That's it. Not hope, wish, and dreams. No, just experience. And our elders in life, we can depend on them for what? Life lessons, but we don't. We don't. How many young people talk to old people? How many old people get to answer young people questions about life? If nothing else, they would love to do that to help their what? Grandkids, nation, or whoever you are to them. They would love to give you some life advice if you would ask. You just don't ask. They're not going to say, I'm going to give you some advice. I mean, young man. Back in my day, they would do that. Come on, let me sit down. Let me tell you something. No people, we respected our elders when I was coming up. Young people don't respect the elders. Simple as that. I look at kids now, they don't give a damn about old people. But that's because they're not being taught. They're not being held accountable. So they're only going to do what you teach them. When you bring your child outside the house, everything you did in the house is on display. My mother said, don't you embarrass me. At home, we act accordingly. So when you go on the street, act like you're home. Put your hands in your pocket, don't touch nothing, and don't ask me a damn thing. Those are house rules. Those are shopping rules. When we were shopping, that's what we did. I see other kids wilding out in the line. Mom, I want that. I want that. Go and grab stuff. We couldn't do that. It's a big difference. Again, it starts at home. That's my point with that. But again, to master we got too many masters of other people's problems that don't master their own. That's a big problem. And nobody seems to be paying attention to that. I'm watching and saying, what? This bad advice giving. Y'all ain't giving good advice. Y'all really ain't, but you ain't even living the advice that you're giving. So it don't really take a good look. You telling me to do something that you ain't doing. Parents, do as I say, not as I do. Oh, that's the worst parenting concept ever. Whoever thought of that, they need their ass whooped. Why? That's a definite disrespect to the kid. I got to be accountable, but you don't. I'm grown, I'm adult. Yeah, that's ignorance. You teach your child to be ignorant. And guess what? When they get grown, they're going to have the same mentality. Moving on. And that's the problem because a whole bunch of them mentalities going around. That's generational curse. Ignorance is a generational curse. If you ain't teaching your kids to be better, you're the perpetrator of that curse. Moving on. And you're perpetrating to your kids. To worry about anything you actually can't change is wrong thinking. But when I'm speaking, I don't want to hear but. I don't do buts. Simple fact. Listen, understand, comprehend it, reflect on it, and then try it. Don't come at me with but. I don't need none of that. I'm giving you what you need to know. All you got to do is do it. The smartest thing in your life you can do, you ready? Not to worry about stuff that you don't control. Your mother, sister, brother, father, uncle. You don't control nobody. I got pets. I don't control them. I feed them. I love them, nurture them. I don't control them. They do what they want to do. I heard they tell me, I ain't had a cat live on my bed. No, if you got a cat gonna do what he want to do. Or you don't need a cat. It's simple as that. My cats do whatever they want to do. Within reason, I got control. But yeah, I know what they're saying. But again, you come to my house, unless you really gonna, you won't know I got a cat. Why? My house don't smell like there's a cat living here. People say, I didn't know you had a cat. Thank you. You ain't supposed to. You go in the house, they got dog. Oh, you got dog. God damn, that stink. Okay, I don't like that stench. Cats don't do that. They got litter boxes. And guess what? My cats, they so spoiled. If the litter box is dirty, you got the automatic count, you got the little fancy stuff. So when it gets to the point, damn them numbers, the cats say, I ain't going in there. Clean that stuff up. I ain't going in there. They're going to the floor before they go into the litter box. Too much information to you, my God. All right, but my point is, you got to share what you got, even if it was an animal. I'm a pet owner, so that's why I say that. But you can't control nothing and nobody but yourself. I could care less about what's going on in the world personally, really. Why? I can't do nothing about it. I can talk about it. I can, blah, 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 blah. Like I said, remember at South Park when they had a problem, all the people get together, blah, 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 blah. They complaining, but they ain't doing nothing. That's what it's like. You can't change man. This clown, this motherfucker. Moving. I get that. That's already. I didn't chime into that one, so I'm moving on. But again, what going in the world don't bother me. What going in my own household don't bother me. Why? Ain't nothing I control but me. You got grown people, you don't control them. You got to live with them, deal with them, and acquiesce to their situation. Why? You can't tell a grown person, do this, do that. Them days is over. Everybody should be responsible for themselves. So we try to live in harmony. I don't complain about what somebody do or don't do, even in my house. Okay. Again, I practice what I teach. It ain't easy. I teach, again, good segue. All right. Where we at? No. Okay. The thing a person I worry about is what? Myself. That's it. Don't concern myself. Anything outside of me, I love my kids, but I don't concern myself with them when they got their own life. I taught them to be their own person. That's why. Love my grandkids. They taken care of, so I ain't got to worry about that. But when you love, the thing you control is you. Everything else, you got to pretty much acquiesce and go with the flow as best you can. But I teach what I know so that others can learn and hopefully save themselves. I'm just trying to help you save yourself. I can't save you. I mean, that ain't my job. No, my job to help you save yourself. I save myself. All right? And damn the world and anybody in it. That's just a philosophy. Again, my philosophy, I don't care about my neighbors, but none of that bothers me. I just tell you, I made it real personal. I brought it down to my household. Okay? I don't discriminate with what people do or don't do. Okay? Right thinking. Again, so whoa, that's why I stop at that. I love my children, my grandchildren, but I don't worry about them. I just love them unconditionally. So that don't bring the worry, how they gonna do what they're gonna do. I got no concerns with mine at all. They got parents to take care of that. All right. Right thinking is only worrying about oneself. That's selfish. What's the first law of self-preservation? Self first. Again, so that ain't selfish. I'm telling you, that's my motto, and I'm living by it. I'm standing on it. Don't make a difference what you think, how you feel. I'm standing on worrying about self and learning to master oneself. Why? I got judgment that I'm looking forward to. I want to pass. I need some things to do that. So I take my classes every day. This is experience. This is the test. I make sure I'm going to ace this one. Why? I ain't coming back. Can you say that? Let's go. Now, who do I care? Who do I worry about? Me. That's who. And that don't make me selfish. That make me smart. Do you know you? Everything about you? If you don't, that's what you should be working on. Worrying about what somebody else doing or ain't doing ain't your damn concern. Okay, I see people's issues and flaws. I don't even entertain that. Why? They ain't gonna listen anyway, unless they ask. I don't give unsolicited advice in life, period. I'm here doing that. This is what I do. But outside of here, I done learned that too. You can't run around spouting wisdom and knowledge to people who don't want to hear. You can't go around trying to teach somebody who don't want to be taught. So I just live. I just do what I do. I make sure I get my time in enlightening you. So that works for me. And again, in life, to worry about someone or something you don't control is a waste of time and thought and energy. Don't put my energy there, okay? And why we gotta live in hypotheticals? Why everybody want to hypothetically give you their summations so they can make their point with a hypothetical? Hypotheticals don't prove points. Okay, it's an opinion, a concept. That's all. So you can't use a hypothetical to prove your point. Self-preservation is the first law of man. Worry and don't worry, but do for self first, and then help others when you can. If I ain't got nothing, you ain't got nothing. Ain't nothing we can do. Nothing from nothing leaves nothing. Oh man, when I single, I forgot his name, but that was one of his records. Nothing, Billy Preston. Nothing from nothing leaves nothing. And you listen to the words. He's telling you, if you ain't got nothing, and I ain't got nothing, we ain't got nothing, and we ain't gonna produce nothing. Sound familiar? Most ignorant people is in that philosophy, don't even know it. Okay, that's another loop that people get stuck in, doing nothing, going nowhere, but they living. Every day, get up, yeah, you going through the motions. Moving on. Let me wrap it up. I don't and I won't stress over anything or anybody in life that I don't have control over. It's okay. Trust me, it's okay. If you want to put all your whatever you got into somebody else, have at it. I'm not doing it. Simple as that. Okay, wrap it up. Again, I appreciate you. Boy, ain't no gonna be that long. Jesus Christ. All right. Knowing what you can change, that is cleaning what? Changing. Knowing what you can change, that means change yourself, no one or nothing else. Your program should be to what? Get self mastery of self, and then you can help others out. Any other way is the wrong way. Ain't but one way. Get yours first, okay? Have it before you can give it somebody. You got to have it. So if they saying something and they ain't doing what they're saying, don't trust them. Don't listen to them. Why? They lying. That's my philosophy. That's my lesson, right? Things I got to get up out of here. It's time to hit the gym, and I appreciate you tuning in. In closing, may you all there to be 100, me 100 miles a day. So I know that my right thinkers who feel like that figured out what? Stop trying to save the world and save yourself and passed away. That's what you need to do. Trust me.